What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers Report. Merry Christmas. Today is the 26th. Hopefully you guys had a good time with your friends and family. I took Saturday and what's today? I took Friday and Saturday off from making videos just to relax, spend some time with my family. But now I'm back to making videos, and today is my second attempt at a Matt Olson trade from the Oakland Athletics. So I already have done one trade proposal for Matt Olson. That was probably about 2 weeks ago. I also obviously made a video on the channel, and that consisted of IKF, Nate Lowe, Justin Foscue, and Thomas Sagasi. So 2 major leaguers, and then one, he's a top 100 prospect. I don't know if you consider him a blue chip. And then you have one flyer in Thomas Sagasi. However, at this second attempt for one of the best first basemen in the league in Matt Olson, I have a different twist in this. I am going to be throwing in Stephen Piscotty from the Oakland Athletics. He's getting roughly $7.5 million this year from the Oakland Athletics. And for the Oakland Athletics, they are a team that they're going to be a dumpster fire this year. They're going to be looking to trade Matt Olson, Matt Chapman, Sean Manaea, Frankie Montas. And you could, even though Stephen Piscotty is only $7.5 million, he would be considered a bad contract just because the Oakland Athletics are very cheap with their money. So perhaps you could throw in Stephen Piscotty and a Matt Olson trade, and maybe it would lessen the prospects that you would have to give up. And then just to let you know, Stephen Piscotty does have a club option next year, but you can buy him out. So for like $1 million, so you'd be investing like $8.5 million. So what do the Rangers have to do? So since the Rangers would be taking on, let's say, the entirety of Stephen Piscotty's contract, I do think the trade would lessen the prospects they would have to give up. I do think the Rangers would still have to give up IKF. The Athletics are in need of a shortstop. Their shortstop right now is Elvis Andrus. Obviously, we traded him last year, and he is not where he's past his prime. I still think they would need to give up a top prospect. It's not like we can just fleece the Athletics. So instead of giving up Justin Foscue, I'm going to be giving them Ezekiel Duran, the guy we got in the Joey Gallo trade. And last but not least, I'll be giving the Oakland Athletics Nick Solak. Obviously, we know Nick Solak has the potential to be another Ian Kinsler, but that hasn't surfaced to reality in Texas. And then over in Oakland, he doesn't really have to fight for at-bats. He could be their starting second baseman, and he still has options. He's not good at defense, but he's extremely versatile, if that makes sense. He can play all over the infield, except shortstop, and he can play all over in the outfield. So this gives them another chance to, on this deal, they get a blue-chip prospect in Ezekiel Duran. You get a flyer in Nick Solak. Hopefully a change of scenery will help him reach his potential, because he's still young-ish. He has a lot of cheap team control left, and then you get a starting caliber shortstop in IKF. But does this trade make sense for the Rangers? Does taking on a bad contract in Stephen Piscotty even make sense? I think it might make sense, because obviously I think the prospects are the best way to build a sustainable franchise. And if you're able to, let's say, okay, we'll take on, probably an $8.5 million investment when it's all said and done. If you're willing to do that and you don't have to give up Nate Lowe, who you just acquired last year, then that's really good in my opinion, because yeah, you're taking on $8.5 million, but if you weren't going to do that, maybe down the line you'd have to give out a big contract anyways. And then Stephen Piscotty, you can platoon him with Cole Calhoun, or if he's not doing well, you could just designate him for assignment and then give that other roster spot to another deserving player. Obviously, I don't think he'll be a starter, but you just platoon him against left-handed hitters. This is kind of like that Chris Davis scenario from last year. Although, the one thing that keeps on eating at me is, should we trade IKF? So I've gone back and forth. So obviously he could be a really great utility player, kind of like a Chris Taylor. Although the thing about Chris Taylor is that he can actually hit. IKF can't really hit, in my opinion. I don't think he actually will. And could the new hitting coaches do something? Yes, but if they do something, is it that significant? And then if we keep him, we already lost a year of team control, and then his value has just gone down a little bit. And then say he doesn't improve his hitting, then if you play him anywhere in the field, let's say left field, third base, he's not really going to help you with the offense. So say it's Josh Young or IKF at third. Obviously, IKF's glove is going to be tremendously better than Josh Young's, but I think Josh Young is the obvious better bat at third base. So I don't know if he's going to help you with the bat. And then there's definitely teams that need a starting shortstop, and they could use his services. And yeah, he could be a good replacement for Seager when they need a day off, or a Simeon. But if you're just using him for when they need a day off and you actually aren't starting him, I don't know if that's the best value for the team, because you could use him in a trade that can impact your team, like to get Matt Olson. And if you want guy in a utility role that could do something similar and doesn't hit at all, look at a guy like Eli White. He can play really good defense, he can run really well, and he doesn't really hit. That kind of draws comps to IKF in my opinion. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Would you rather the first trade proposal for Matt Olson, where it was Nate Lowe, IKF, Justin Foscue, and Thomas Sagasi? Or do you rather prefer this one, where we get Matt Olson, take on a bad contract in Stephen Piscotty, and then we give up IKF, Nick Solak, and Ezekiel Duran? I know we just got Ezekiel Duran and the Joey Gallo trade, but if we're willing to go after Matt Olson and Luis Castillo, I think unless your name is Jack Leiter, Josh Young, or Cole Winn, then your name is going to be up for grabs. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Honestly, I like the idea of having Matt Olson, a Silver Slugger, and a Gold Glove play first, and Nate Lowe DH. I like that instead of giving him up in a trade. But who knows? The Athletics might just want him that bad. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Join the Discord, give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.